What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost, and the people in Hollywood, the mainstream media, and the fringe leftist weirdos on Twitter can claim that they want representation. They can claim that they care about diversity. They can say uplift black voices. They can say respect strong female characters. But when it's all said and done, they don't actually want diversity. They want everybody aligned to the same talking points. And if you step 1 foot out of line, if you step 1 foot out of the woke leftist echo chamber, they will try to cancel you. And that's exactly what's going on again with Letitia Wright, who plays Shuri in Black Panther. She's going to be in Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. And people do not like the fact that she speaks her mind. People do not like the fact that she says something they don't think she should be allowed to say. So what are they trying to do? They are trying to cancel a black woman for speaking her mind. That's what we have going on here. Look at the headline. Black Panther 2, Letitia Wright reportedly promoting controversial anti-vaccine views on Marvel set. And just like we have seen the word racist be used and abused until it no longer mattered. Just like in 2020 was the year of the transphobe, because everybody got called a transphobe, even though it was very clear that no one was actually transphobic, right? That was the word that got used for so many people in these cancellation attempts. Well, 2021 is the year of the anti-vaxxer. Regardless of how many vaccines you have had, if you show that you have any hesitation at all, that maybe you want to do more research, that maybe you don't care what other people do with their bodies, but you just are really thinking about what you want to do with yours, you get labeled, you're an anti-vaxxer if you don't support this. If you don't support mandates for each and every person to put something in their body, regardless of whether they want it or not, well, you must just be an anti-vaxxer. And that's what's happening to Letitia Wright. This article is written from a perspective that does not align with normal human beings. We're about to go look at Twitter and see what everybody else is saying about Letitia Wright once this story is coming out there. But let's take a look at the article first. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever has been filming for several months, and its potential lead star has already been through the ringer in more ways than one. Letitia Wright is diving into the Marvel action even further. She signed a multi-picture deal to continue on as T'Challa's sister Shuri, starting with her 4th MCU appearance in the Black Panther sequel. Since shooting began, the young actress has already wiped out on set while performing stunts and had to be hospitalized for injuries. But she also spent some time in the social media hot seat when she voiced her concerns over the COVID vaccine. The star claimed her intention was not to hurt anyone while voicing her opinion about what the vaccine contains. Yes, she wanted to know what was in the vaccine. Heaven forbid. She wanted to know what she was putting in her body. She wanted to try to find out more about it. She wanted more information, not less. But everybody wanted to shut her down. Everyone wanted to say, shut the fuck up. You're not allowed to think for yourself. We love you because you're a black woman, but if you start saying something that falls outside your purview, you better shut the fuck up. That's what the MCU stands. That's what Hollywood, that's what the media wanted her to do. And it drove her off Twitter, at least for a while. I don't think she's back as far as I know. And now it seems Wright is continuing to let people know where she stands. How dare she? Black Panther star promoting anti-vax sentiments. In a new report from The Hollywood Reporter regarding Hollywood's division over the vax, Black Panther Wakanda Forever star Letitia Wright was singled out for publicly sharing her ideals online. The report elaborated, stating that a set source on Black Panther 2 production claims that Wright was espousing her views about the vaccine on set in Atlanta. How crazy that someone was sharing an opinion on set at their workplace. They were espousing their views. Oh my gosh, heaven forbid. I mean, that's not a place where anyone can do anything like that. Let's hope that no one has ever espoused views on set about the president, about what they wanted to have for lunch, about anything. Yeah, no one ever talks at a place of work, ever. That never happens. Are you fucking kidding me? This is what you're talking about? That she was espousing, that she was talking about her beliefs on set, that she was maybe having a discussion with people, maybe an argument, maybe just a healthy discussion. That's what this is all centered around. My fucking God. The Hollywood Reporter explained this is likely in response to Disney's new company-wide sticker system that requires proof of an individual's vaccine status. The stipulation was part of the agreement between these people to keep everything going during the pandemic. Tell me if this worries you at all. The new guideline states that Disney will require a wristband to identify a vaccinated individual. Those who are not fully vaccinated against COVID will not wear a wristband. Oh, very interesting, isn't it? Well, let's look at some of the response to this, and it's very predictable from these fucking losers. Letitia Wright is risking her Disney bag over anti-vax BS. Not Letitia Wright spreading the anti-vax agenda on Black Panther set when the Wakandans would have been the first population to make the vaccine. Isn't it funny that with all this stuff about the vaccine, who are the people that are getting vaccinated, have the lowest rate of vaccinations? It's the Black community. I wonder why that doesn't get put out there as much from the mainstream media. Maybe it's because they're trying to set a specific agenda. Maybe that's why that's the case. They should just fire Letitia Wright. She's basically willing to risk other people's lives. Why? Why is that the case? Well, why is that the case? If she has a problem with potentially getting it, listen, if you get it, you can still spread COVID, regardless of whether you're wearing a mask, regardless of whether you've been vaxxed or not. That's out in the open. That's pretty fucking obvious at this point. So if you feel comfortable taking it, if you feel comfortable wearing a mask, how is she putting anybody else at risk? If what you're saying works. And that's why all this is so absolutely ridiculous. Simu Liu, Letitia Wright, the future stars of the MCU are very cancelable. Could be fun. That's what they just want to fucking cancel people. They are going out and hunting for it. This is what they want. This is what they are hoping for. One thing about Letitia Wright, she can tell you a thing or two about acting. Letitia Wright as Shuri. I'm an unparalleled genius who tirelessly seeks out ways to eradicate disease through technology. Letitia Wright, when technology works to eradicate disease. No. Of course, they're going back to Don Cheadle when Don Cheadle was literally trying to cancel Letitia Wright over her opinion. And that is what we're talking about. When it's all said and done, if you have an opinion about the vaccine, if you think you should get it, if you think that people should get it or whatever, that's fine. That's your opinion. No one's going to call for you to be fired from your job as a Starbucks barista, as an actor, whatever, just because you simply say, I had the vaccine, I think others should get the vaccine. But when someone says, I'm fine if you get the vaccine, but me personally, I just need to do more research. Look what happened to Nicki Minaj. Look at what they did to her, even though she was encouraging people to get it if they thought they needed to get it. Because it's about control. It is about everyone aligning. And when someone like Letitia Wright speaks out, it's a problem. Because she's a black female, right? So when that goes against their narrative, they do everything they can to stop it. We've seen it with Disney before. Respect women until one of them says something outside of the echo chamber, like Gina Carano. Respect women of color until Letitia Wright says something. Then you do everything you can to fucking cancel her. These people are disgusting losers. And it goes on and on and on. I guarantee we're probably going to get another one of these posts from Data Racer at some point. Remember what we had back in December when this mob came after Letitia Wright? She ended up deleting her shit. Look at what they said. Just shut the F up, you moronic transphobe. Cancel this bitch. Racist, homophobe, transphobe bitch is what you are. Over and over and over again. Calls for her to be canceled. Calls for violence in some ways against her. You're a Trump supporter. You're a transphobe. Shut the F up. Can't wait to see you get fired. This was just over and over and over again. People calling for her to be fired over her opinion, over her personal opinion. And now, because it's reported that maybe she shared a couple of her opinions on set, my God, as if that's not what people do at their places of work. Heaven forbid people talk about anything. What are we talking about? This is what we are using to say Letitia Wright now needs to be canceled. Because maybe with her friends and her coworkers, she shared some of her personal beliefs and opinions. She's not even putting it out there on social media. And you're still trying to fucking cancel her over this. Insanity. And I saw Jeremy and Yellow Flash put it the right way. This is what the left does to a black woman with opinions, shaming them over and over again. Fall in line or deal with the mob. And then Yellow Flash. Twitter's mad that a black woman is thinking for herself. And that's certainly what it looks like. Because you're all about diversity, you're all about women of color, female representation, uplifting black voices. Until one of them says something you don't agree with, then you want them dead, you want them gone, you want them fired, you want them forgotten, you want them shamed. Repeatedly. if they don't align with your view. And that is fucking disgusting. That shows that these people, they don't care what they claim to preach about. They claim to preach about diversity and representation when really they don't want any of that. They just want people who will get in line and shut the fuck up. I don't think any of this is ever going to stop because these people are pathetic. They will do this until she is fired or she quits. An apology won't matter. She doesn't need to give an apology. She has nothing to apologize for. Really quick, I did want to talk about the shirt I'm wearing because I did finally get some of my new RK Outpost, Patriot Outpost merch in. I'm probably going to be wearing in the next couple of videos I'm doing. I'm wearing this one right here. You guys can go over to my TeePublic store. I'll put a link in the pinned comment. I really appreciate all the support that you guys are giving me. You're fucking awesome. But let me know what you think about Letitia Wright, about this nonsense, and about these people that will continue to try to cancel her. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.